Hi everybody, this is Tim with TD Sports Cards. Today I'm doing a PSA reveal, some Star Wars. It's 32 cards. I just sent them in at the $15 level, and they had the May the 4th be with you, or May the 4th special. Didn't expect a lot of 10s, only because I sent in a lot of 1977s and then a few 80s and some 83s. So, or no, just say 77s and 80s. But then I threw in some modern stuff, and that's where I expected some of the 10s. I didn't expect 10s any of the older stuff. But got some good grades, considering what they were. Got a bunch of Luke Skywalker. I sent in 10 of them, rookies. So, but we're gonna start off by doing some of the modern stuff here. These are the 2018 Topps Star Wars, the movie. And the first one is Kira. And then this one was black. This is the rare version. But I like the card. It's, it's got Kira. And those who don't know who that is Emilia Clarke, Game of Thrones. So it's kind of a good thing. Like I said, obviously she's very popular, let alone, it's Star Wars. And we got a 10. Nice. So that's a good little one. And they have different variations, which I sent in different variations. Alright, so this one's going to be Han and Chewie. And this one is a black variation also. And we got a 9. Yep. You can see it once I sent it in. There's a little white tip right there. So they're all, I think all 4 dark corners. Same thing with the back. They're hard. So 10s are actually really hard. But the black's the rare version. But still a cool card. Okay. Next one is a same thing, but it's a Millennium Falcon, and this one's a silver. Nope, showed the grade. This one got a 10. So I was really happy with that one, because it's the old style Millennium. So I'll throw that up there. Alright, next one is, this one's a Kira Silver. It's a different number. And we got a 9. Like I said, same thing. These are just so hard. You got the darkness in the back and the darkness on the front. So, and that one I figured I was going to get a, that one I figured I'd get a 10 on. Alright, so we got Han Solo Mud Trooper. This one I was hoping is different type of card. This one was a yellow. This one I figured I'd get a 10 on, but got a 9. But like I said, these cards are so hard to grade. So figured I'd catch a couple more 10s on those, but it didn't work. So I figured I'd get, what, 4 out of the 5, and I got 2. So it is what it is. Alright. This is the same set. This is the Icons card. And this one is a solo. Figured I'd get a 10. And got the 10. Cool looking card. And these typically have like a yellowish, you almost think it's sun faded, but that's actual card. It's supposed to be kind of a little bit yellowish. So I figured, alright, I'll give that one a shot. But got the 10 on that one. All right. And we sent in the same thing with Lando. And for some reason, got a 9. So, thought I should have got a 10 on both of these. No, the Lando, I expected a 9. Oh yeah, because I won a corner right there. Yep, focuses right. But it is what it is. I sent in one auto. Sent in John Tui as Corso. Figured it was chrome. Looked pretty good. And we got a 9. And then I don't know what they... Oh, I guess right there, bottom. Get the white tips, but that's all right. All right, now we're gonna get into we got the 1977 stuff. So this one is a 1977 Star Wars 202. Inquiring about Obi-Wan. This one I knew obviously had a couple white tips. Centering wasn't bad. Has a little print spot right, or a little yellow eye right there. I figured it was going to be an 8, and we got the 8. So, yep, that's what I kind of figured, which is fine. I mean, the 8s go for like $30 or so. It was just sitting around. That's how come I sent in so many of these. I didn't expect to get 10s on some of these, or on the old stuff. And then this one here is the Young Star Warrior 239. This one, because of the corner there, you can see it. Other than that, it looked pretty damn good. I figured it was gonna get a 7, and it got a 7. So I did pretty good. I mean, I figured out that's what it would be. Same thing, it's Luke. And I think that's like a $30, $35 card or something like that, even in a 7. So it works for me. All right, this one is the Darth Vader, Dark Lord of Sith. This is one of the better cards in the whole set. Same thing with the corners and everything. In the centering, it was just a hair off. It wasn't bad though. But I figured I'd get an 8 on it, and obviously they did me dirty. So, but that one's actually a good card. I think the 7s go for about like $40 or $45. So we'll throw that up there. All right. This one is a band of Jawas. Same thing. I figured this one would be 8, because it was pretty clean. Just the centering left or white. Got a white tip. So I figured, all right, 8. Now they gave it a 7 probably because of centering. I mean, obviously had the white tips, so that was going to be an easy 9. Plus it has a little eye spot, yellow eye spot right there. So, but it's all right. I took a shot at it. I had a bunch of stuff sitting around, and I wanted to at least get some more key cards done, like the Vader, and then there's some other ones. And actually, this one was one of the good ones. This is a 207 C3PO, the Air card. So this one has the, that thing, and it's, I knew it was, like I said, you tell it's off center. It's got a white tip, tips all the way around, but it's still pretty good, pretty solid card. I figured it might get a 6, but they gave me the 5 on it, probably because of the centering, and then obviously the white tips. These two corners are pretty used and abused. You see that one? But that's got the you know what on it. But yeah, like I said, that goes for like $250, something like that. So it's a nice card. Like I said, I didn't expect many 10s on this, so it's kind of like it is what it is kind of a thing. All right, and then 5. I sent in 10 Luke Skywalker rookies. So on these, we will, it's going to be interesting, see what we get. And they're all going to be lower grade, lower to mid grade. Nothing's going to be high grade, so that's like I didn't expect anything. No 8s, 9s, or 10s or anything like that. But first one, got a 4. And you can tell, obviously, the corner. And then I was a little bit off center and everything. So these were used. What's good about these was the backs actually looked not bad. It's the front and the front edges with the blue and the white. You know, soft paper. But got a 4. Second one we got was a 5. It's a little better shape, more off center though. But got a 5 on that one. Next one we got was a 5. This is better center than the last one. That corner up there is pretty used. But like I said, that's where you get to come in the 5s. If those corners weren't there, obviously you're starting to look at 7s with a totally different price difference. You know, and these 5s go for like $100, so wasn't bad. Next one, got a 4. Same thing, you tell centering and corners, and especially like that one right there. But next one is a 3. And this one, as you can see, has a fold, but it's not all the way through, which was, when I seen it, I was like, okay, that's different. You would think that it'd be all the way through for seeing that kind of a fold, but they gave it a 3. You know, because you obviously had that corner there, the bottom right. And the other 3 were a little bit used, but it was, yeah, they gave it a 3. Next one, got a 5. Same thing, you're going to get the wear a little bit off center. Like I said, when you get the white tip and off center, you're automatically at a 7. So, and these are just a little more wear. That's where the 5 comes in. Next one, got a 6. It's the best, so this is probably the best one out of all of them. The edges were actually not bad. You get a little bit of corner wear, and then obviously a little bit off center. So, but this is a nice card. The back looked good. You know, so you got that little bit right there, but it's all figured into the 6. All right, next one, got a 3. Same thing, off center, little corner wears and everything, but still nice. Next one we got a 5. This one looks more centered, a little bit left and right, but top to bottom is off. Pretty good, so. But like I said, it's a 5. It's like a $100 card. All right, next one, another 5. This one's more centered, except for top to bottom. But that was my Lukes. I had 10 Lukes I bought in 10 sets. 10 of the blue sets. Series 1 back in like end of 2018, early 2019 or something like that. So that's where they're at. Where's the 6 set? Alright. We're going to take down the Millennium. Throw up Mr. Luke there. Alright. Now we're on to the last little bit here. Except, some more 77s, and I got some 80s, but half these 77s, half these are 80s. So now we're at, this is number 53, Battle of Outer Space. This one didn't look that bad. I figured an 8, but it did have a little service issue. Well, they caught it. Yeah, there was a one little bubble. Where was it at? It was right over here, I think. It's gonna be hard to tell on camera, but it was and they gave me a 6 for it. But it was, you know, you got the X-Wing TIE Fighter, so cool little card. All right, next one. Meeting at the Death Star. Now this I bought in like a unopened packs. The whole pack was a little bit off center, which kind of was disappointing. I was hoping it'd be more mediocre, but it was the cards are sharp. They're new. I figured a 7, but like I said, the cards were sharp, and they gave me an 8. So they only dinged me on the off center. But yeah, it was pretty clean. All right, this one is some quick thinking by Luke. Same thing. I figured a 7, just because of being off center, even though the card was clean, and they gave me an 8. So I'll take it. And the 8s go for like $25 or $30 or something like that. Except for this one, same thing. I figured it was going to be 7, and it was an 8. And this one's like 35 or so when I looked up at the comps. So between these, it kind of paid for that. I mean, paid for the pack, but like I said, I got more cards out of it. I think I bought like 3 packs and opened them. Then we got this is the 1980s. This is a R2-D2 sticker, 64. I planned on this being an 8, and it was an 8. Overall, it was clean, but I knew the center and it was going to get it. You know, when you look at left or right. So, other than that, it was pretty clean. So that's kind of what I figured on that one. All right, and then this one here is going to be another 1980 R2-D2 Kenny Baker. I figured it was going to be an 8, and it got an 8. Well, because I think I seen a white tip up here where it was dark, and then the centering. I knew the center was going to catch it. The top to bottom wasn't that bad, but you could tell it was kind of like up and over just a hair. But if I was hoping, I figured an 8, but I was, you know, on that I was hoping for a 9. Be realistic. All right, this one is Yoda's instruction. I figured an 8, and they gave me a 7. So centering was close, but they got me on the corners. Yeah, you can look at the corners and you can just tell they're not perfect. Or that one's, like I said, that one's got tip, slightly round, but not bad. You see the white tip on the back, right there. There's a white tip up here on the red. So these are hard. These are kind of hard because, like I said, you got the red borders. But it's got a 7 on the Yoda, and I think that one's like $35-40, even in a 7. So that works. This one was the landing 322. I figured an 8. Got a 7. So yeah, they got me on edges on, or the corners on these. That, and obviously that didn't help. This probably could have caught an 8. You can see that corner right there. This one, that might have even gave it a 9, but that corner obviously chewed it up. Actually, I was looking to get an 8 on it, so, because it was, other than that, it was pretty damn clean. All right, last one. 3PO in a jam. Card 296. I figured this would be a 9. I figured this would be the best one out of all of them. And it got a 7. And I don't know why on this one. Unless they really got me in the corners, and then you figure the centering, maybe a little bit there. And then probably the same thing as the white right there. So this one probably could have caught an 8. Another one probably could have caught a 9 if it wasn't for that back red corner. But other than that, I was happy with the submission. Yeah, I was happy with it. I mean, the Lukes did a little bit better than I thought. Obviously, you got the C-3PO, you got the Darth, and then Amelia Clark. So it was, like I said, it wasn't a bad submission. It wasn't high dollar or nothing like that, except for like the Lukes, like that one and that one. Those are probably the two more expensive, between that and C-3PO with the air card. But you will, like I said, wasn't bad. Well, I got another PSA submission that came in. I'll do that in another video. And that one's Pokemon. So if you want to stay tuned, we will catch you all later. Peace.